As far as the O-line, I did like what we did today. Again, there's stuff that we got to fix on, especially red zone. Red zone, we can't have a free guy coming through that gap on the backside. Um, but what I do like is little things. It's a mental mistake here, a mental mistake there, and those can be fixed easily. So 24-hour rule, forget about it and go back to work. We got practice tomorrow, so we're gonna get to it.
Be advised, my OnlyFans is now 20% off.
Weirdos are gonna come after y'all.
Prime got draws, man. What's wrong with y'all? Prime got draws with great packaging.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I don't know who told you that.
Buff Nation, I know the pain is fresh. Friday night hurt. Georgia Tech didn't beat us. We beat ourselves. And there's nothing nastier than watching a winnable game slip through our own hands. From the missed throws to the dumb penalties to abandoning the run game, it felt like every mistake we could make, we made. But here's the thing. You can't stay down. Not in college football, not in Boulder, not in the Prime era. Coach Prime has a saying for moments like this. The 24-hour rule. You get one day, to sit in your frustration, one day to vent, to be mad, to replay the what-ifs in your head, and when that clock hits, it's over. You forget about it. You get back to work. The 24-hour rule, Coach Prime, isn't about excuses, and he isn't about sulking. He's about accountability. You lose, you own it. You win, you own that too. But either way, you don't linger. Because if you sit in the past, you lose the future. Buff Nation, that's the mentality right now. The Georgia Tech loss stung, but it's done. It doesn't define this team. What defines them is what happens next. How they respond, how they bounce back, how they use practice this week to tighten everything up. Next up, Delaware. And let's be clear, Colorado cannot afford to overlook anyone, not after what we just saw. Delaware isn't Georgia Tech, but this game matters because it's the get-right game. This is where we expect to see the run game leaned on instead of being abandoned. Penalties were cleaned up instead of repeated. Smarter play calls that adjust when something's not working. Quarterback play that stabilizes. Whether it's Salter settling down or Juju Lewis eventually getting his shot, we need a steady hand leading the offense. Delaware is where Colorado proves to Buff Nation that last week was a fluke, not a pattern. Here's the part Buff Nation can take pride in. This team isn't running from the loss. They'll be back at practice tomorrow. They'll be grinding, fixing, and preparing. That's the Prime way. We've seen what this roster can do when it's at its best. We've seen the speed, the strength, the potential. Friday night was the low point, but low points are where you learn. And for all the anger in Buff Nation right now, remember, it's easier to fix self-inflicted wounds than to replace a lack of talent. We didn't lose because we were overmatched. We lost because we beat ourselves. And that means this can be fixed. So let's pick the truck back up. Let's get back on the horse. This is Colorado football. We don't stay down. We don't roll over. We don't let one loss define an entire season. The 24-hour rule says it's time to move forward. Delaware's up next, and this has to be the moment where the Buffs show the world what they're really made of. Buff Nation, stay loud, stay proud, stay unshaken. We've taken a hit, but this story isn't over. It's barely getting started. Because in Boulder, we coming, always.
I'm coming. I already made reservations. That's the believer. Are you the believer or the believer? I know who I am. You gotta find out who you are. I'm coming.